What's going on? Metabolic AF, Dylan Conrad. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to boost your metabolism without exercise. Before I get into that, if you're watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, turn those notifications on. Spotify, iTunes, hit that bell button, leave a review. Helps the algo. Helps me help more people like you. Let's go. So, boosting your metabolism. Okay, so when you lose weight, the biggest part of your metabolism, well, let me actually explain this. So when you lose weight, there's less of you to move around, so your body needs less energy, so therefore your metabolism decreases, right? That's like a natural process. And they do a lot of research, and they show like, yeah, that is one part because there's less of you to move around, but the biggest part that gets hindered as you lose weight is actually your NEAT, your non-exercise activity thermogenesis, right? So obviously exercise, that is going to be probably the best way, and you can still, do it without adding extra time, but there's also a lot of other ways that you can naturally just boost your metabolism. I'm going to go in through what those are here in 2 seconds. So I'm actually giving you a listicle. I've been big on listicles lately because I don't know. I have ADD and it helps me organize my thoughts. And I feel like it's just more like consumable. I don't know. I like them. Anyways, so starting all the way to the top of the level. Number 1, increase your protein intake. Now, protein, carbs, and fats. If you're looking at protein, carb, and fat, just lost my train of thought there. If you're looking at protein, carb, and fat, the highest thermic effect of feeding, which means basically when you eat something, you need to burn calories and actually to digest it and break it down and all that stuff. Protein has the highest thermic effect of feeding. So when you eat protein, you naturally just raise that metabolism compared way more to than carbs and fat, right? And so you're probably thinking there like, what should my protein intake be? Well, it should be higher than what you have right now, especially if you're not tracking macros, and it's 80% chance based on research that you are actually under eating protein, whether you're a man or woman, probably like a 95 to 100% if you are a woman. Women just genetically how you are created, you gravitate towards more carbs and fats. Men, it's more protein and fats. Very interesting, right? So if you are a woman, 0.6 to 1.1 grams per pound of body weight. If you are a man, 0.8 to 1.2 should be a good range, right? So if you're not tracking your macros, do that first, right? See where you're at and just increase it slowly. Don't go 0 to 60. Don't go all in, all out. Stack those habits, baby. So increase protein, that's number 1. It's going to raise your metabolism, and that is not any exercise, right? Number 2, reverse diet. Okay, we call it the metabolic priming system because we do a little bit differently, but basically what reverse dieting is we slowly add in food over time to increase your metabolic set point, right? So if you think about it, we're increasing food a little bit, and then we're letting our metabolism catch up to that, increase a little bit. Once that gets adapted, we increase food a little bit, then we let the metabolism adjust upwards a little bit, and you keep slowly adding these calories up, right? And so you don't want to just go 0 to 60 because you will get fat. Well, you'll gain weight, you'll store as body fat. But if you slowly bring up that metabolism by adding in slowly and structurally food with the help of a professional. Like, I've talked to so many people that are like, oh, I tried to reverse diet on my own and I gained all this weight. It's like, dude, did it completely wrong, right? So reverse diet is number 2. If you need help on that metabolic priming system, you're a woman, I'll put the metabolic AF method as female method below, men's shred below. I'll put the link too. Number 3, sleep. You're like, what? Sleep boosts my metabolism? Yeah. If you are not recovering, if your body is not recovering, your physiological processes that are responsible for, building muscle and boosting your metabolism are not going to be there. And if they are, they're going to be very, very downregulated. So getting sleep 7 to 9 hours, and not just getting sleep, but getting quality sleep, making sure there's like no electronics on 3 hours before bed, making sure that, you're supplementing with the right supplements, GABA, sleep multiplier, that type of thing to get deep sleep. That will actually help boost your metabolism, right? And if you are taking supplements to sleep, your metabolism is going to decrease way down. If you take some sleep supplements like sleep multiplier, actually will keep your metabolism nice and high so you can continue to burn fat while you are sleeping. So number 3, sleep 7 to 9 hours, have a good routine, shut electronics off, that type of thing, all right? Number 4 is stop worrying about building muscle, okay? Which actually is through exercise, but you can, diet's gonna be 100% of it too, right? Building muscle. But if you want to boost your metabolism without exercise, stop worrying about building muscle, because there's a big myth out there that muscle burns more than fat. That is not true at all. That is a complete myth. In fact, it takes 3 pounds of muscle to burn the same amount of calories as 1 pound of fat. 3-to-1 ratio. Okay, I don't know where the fuck this myth came from, but it needs to die. So if you're talking to a dumb trainer out there, or your friend Karen or whatever, and she's like, yeah, muscle burns more than fat, woo! You're like, nah, it's actually a myth, dude. It is a myth that needs to die, and I'm here spreading that gospel so it does die. All right, number 4. Number 5, how to boost your metabolism without exercise. Dialing in your adherence to your nutrition. Okay, what is adherence? Adherence is your ability, if you look on a percentage scale, to follow whatever diet that you're doing. So if you look at it as like 100%, you are sticking everything you're supposed to do. 90, 80, 70%, 60%. You need to get that adherence up to 100%. So if you're on macros, for example, and you have a certain amount of protein, carb, and fat, if you hit those every single day, and you'll see it week after week, you'll be able to eat more food. Your metabolism will go up. You'll eat more food, moving forward. And that will boost your metabolism naturally, okay, by dialing in your adherence. Okay, stop deviating off your nutrition plan. So if you're stress eating, if you're emotional eating, if you're eating meals out, you don't know what to eat, if just like social pressures, whatever, right? Another reason to click that bell button. Damn, what is going on here today? Click that link below. But I have a client, Caitlin. What up, Caitlin, if you're listening to this? She came to me at 115 pounds, probably like 13% body fat, right? Eating 1,500 calories, working out 4 days a week with a cardio day, okay? We got her basically the same workouts, but we switched to all the strength training 5 days a week. And no cardio, okay? And her adherence, she's like what I call a cyborg. Like you give her something to do and she's going to like go away and like execute it to the T. Just like a very, very high achiever. So if you are a high achiever, it's a great program for you because I will boost your metabolism easily. But Caitlin started eating 1,500 calories. She is 120 pounds, 5'5", I want to say, and started at 115, 5'5", and about 12% body fat. Eating 1,500 calories. You know what she is eating now after a couple months? 2,900 calories. 2,900 calories. Okay? A lot of you guys out there that are weighing like 220, you're not going to lose any weight at like 1,300 calories because your adherence is shit, right? So if you dial in that adherence for like, and you'll see it week after week, but like after a month, 2 months, just stringing together these wins, these boom, 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 dopamine hits every day of you actually nailing those macros perfectly, your metabolism will start cranking away extremely, extremely high. Okay, so we see it in all of our clients. If you just dial in your adherence to nutrition, okay, whatever that is, macros, or if you're doing, hand portion or whatever. I have a client, Jesse, same thing. He is doing hand portions. We have him eating more food every week. He's only dieted in the past and lost weight if he's like 1,000 calories or less. He's eating easily 1,800 calories, and he's lost like 20, 30 pounds already, right? It's like 3 months in the program. Not even. He started in December. It's like, almost 2 months in. If you want results like that, you need help dialing in your adherence, tired of making bullshit excuses, click that link below. If we already have a call, I hope this helped. How to boost your metabolism with exercise. I am all about conserving time, not spending hours in the gym. You don't need more than 3 times a week working out. If you have other priorities too, building a business, building a family, giving time back to your family, giving time back to your community, building your clientele, whatever it is. If you have other things in your life that you're trying to build and you don't have all the time in the world to boost your metabolism with exercise, right? Cardio, strength training, all that stuff, spending like 5-7 hours a week in the gym. I get it. That is not realistic for most people, especially if you're a busy professional. Like, that's not going to happen. If you have kids, 1,000% not going to happen. Anyways, love y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day. Smash that bell button. Let's go.